Do not attempt the training techniques you are about to see without consulting a professional. Tonight on Cesar 911.
Knock it off.
Two dogs so dangerous, they threaten this couple's business.
There's a few clients that have been thrown off a horse.
Gunny!
Ooh.
One even attacked their toddler.
This dog went from laying down right to his throat.
What? Bastion, get!
Now, the couple's marriage is in shambles.
I threatened to shoot the dog. That didn't sit well with my wife.
That dog is like one of my children. I could very likely end up in divorce court.
Get out of here! Gunny!
This is Cesar 911. Cesar receives a 911 call from Jim, whose two powerful dogs are disrupting his horse training business and putting his family at risk.
Jim.
Cesar.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, too.
Let's get out of the sign.
Okay.
Come over here.
Okay.
Tell me what's happening here.
Well, we have two dogs,
Two dogs.
and we have about 30 horses.
Who's we?
My wife and I, Joy.
Okay.
My name is Jim McKendrick. I'm married to Joy Weber McKendrick. And we have a horse training facility that's 7.5 acres. We breed and train horses. We give riding lessons and also train outside horses. We have two dogs. Bastion is a Rottweiler, Gunny is a Bulldog, and they have personality issues. The Rottweiler's energy is so crazy high. When my wife tries to work horses, the dog will come out of nowhere and run back and forth, or he'll grab a bucket or anything that makes a lot of noise, causing the horse to be nervous.
Yeah.
That's when the Bulldog attacks, the Rottweiler.
Got it?
Sometimes there's, blood, sometimes there's puncture wounds. There's just a lot of aggression and danger in that whole ball of fury. It gets pretty scary. There's a few clients that come here quite often that have been thrown off a horse because of what the dogs have done. And the repercussions could have been terrible. Could just be devastating to the business.
Yeah. One incident.
That's all it takes.
This is your business, yeah?
And then I have a 3-year-old son, the Gunny bit. Yeah,
The Bulldog or
the Bulldog.
Okay.
Put a big puncture in his hand, had to spend a week in the hospital, have surgery, drain it. It was terrible. The second time, he's laying down next to me, and my son came over and my son's energy was high.
He's a 3-year-old.
Right, but he did something, and this dog went from laying down right to his throat.
What?
And I grabbed the dog and put the dog out in the backyard, and I said, what if I wasn't in the room? Would he have secured the latch on the throat, and I stay awake at night with that?
Just so you know, when a dog goes after the throat, that's a kill.
Yeah, I know.
That's not normal.
On a 3-year-old.
Yeah. That's not normal.
At that point, I threatened to shoot the dog.
Mm.
I'm a parent and I need to protect my child. That's my job, right? I mean, what kind of dad would I be if I didn't? If that means getting rid of this dog, then that's what's gonna happen. That didn't sit well with my wife.
How come?
She's very passionate about the animals. And it got to the extreme where the word divorce was thrown around because I'm wanting to shoot this animal, which really bothered me because I'm coming from I'm protecting my son.
You're protecting the family.
And she's an animal trainer, so she's coming from that side. So that caused quite a bit of tension.
The shooting, the divorce, the big words for a family. All because nobody understands dog. It's a hard one. I almost want to run.
I don't envy you right now.
Oh, my God.
You've got your work cut out for you.
Yes, I do. All right, well, let's go see, man. See how much I can help you.
Okay.
Jim brings Cesar to observe his wife Joy on her daily routine.
She'll bring the horses out of the barn.
Yeah?
And the Rottweiler just loses his mind. He's watching her right now get the horse. I can see him right there. As soon as she gets...
Ah, see, that's bad already.
And, obviously the horse's energy is high, too.
Yeah, he's excited.
This is when he's the worst because it's breeding season. Because all the stallions are really amped up. and that gets him amped up.
Bastion, get! Get out of here, go on!
So
And then this is the Bulldog, and he's gonna feed off of that Rottweiler. He's watching him right now.
Get out of here, go on!
Oh, there you go, there you go.
Hey, get!
Oh, that's bad.
Obviously, we're not doing something right.
Yeah, Bastion's definitely excited, but not like aggressive, you know?
No.
This one, see, look, that's when you see the predator, the excitement. One stays in a playful state, the other one goes to a
Isn't
predator
aggressive,
state, yeah. Ooh!
Gunny!
That's dangerous. He's excited. That's very dangerous. There you go. I have to act fast. I have to give Gunny a correction. Otherwise, this big dog was never gonna back down. A touch to the neck is something that dogs do to each other. It's a way to establish themselves within the pack. It's probably the first correction this dog ever had. So what he did is he got confused and he ran away. Follow me. I'm gonna show you how to follow through. I want you to see when he total settles down. Hold on, I'll tell you right. That's follow through. This correction is not gonna take hold, so what I need to do is follow through until he goes into a calm state. This is the only way that he will learn that what we want is just to stay calm. What I saw is two dogs with no rules, boundaries, or limitations. Bastion, the Rottweiler, he gets excited around horses, which most dogs would do, but it's not to bite them. He actually wants to play with them. That instigates the Bulldog Gunny and also becomes excited with a different intention. And then when you add the tension and the owners,
Gunny, get!
then you bring the whole explosion of aggression.
Gunny, knock it off!
Gunny is not playing. He needs to release that excitement or tension, otherwise he's gonna bring down a horse.
See, this is my wife, Joy.
Hi, Joy.
Nice to meet
Pleasure,
you.
pleasure, pleasure. You have a very concerned husband, and I always like to hear the two sides of the story. It's a husband story, it's a wife story, it's a dog story. I guess three sides of the stories.
I'm Joy McKendrick. I'm a horse trainer, and I have 2 dogs. We got Gunny at about 8 weeks from a breeder. Gunny was an adorable puppy, like, you know, those little bulldogs with all their wrinkles, and he would just basically curl up and sleep on you 90% of the time, so he was fun to be around. Bastion was about 4, and they got along great in the beginning, but as time went by, they started to cause a lot of problems for us with both the business and the family. Gunny started having aggression issues with other dogs and horses. Chasing the horses, biting their tails, the aggression with other dogs. They even go after each other. It's scary when they're behaving that way. It can, you know, it's a liability. It's frustrating for me because I have no problem training the horses or assessing what needs to be done and correcting issues with them, but not be able to control my dogs or what they're doing.
Gunny!
Gunny's actually bitten my son 3 times. Gunny has created major turmoil in my relationship with my husband. When Dorian was bitten the 2nd time, Jim threatened to shoot him because he feels like it's his obligation to keep his son safe. And he doesn't believe that Gunny is rehabilitatable, and that's where we differ. That dog is like one of my children. I love my husband. I don't want to lose my husband, but like, would you just get rid of your child to keep your husband happy? Like, I took getting Gunny and Bastion as a lifetime thing. I don't feel like just because whatever I'm doing is not working, it's okay just to say, sorry, you're out of here. Things have come to the point where I've been frustrated enough to say, if you make me choose between you and the dogs, I could very likely end up, you know, in divorce court.
What I've seen right now, between them two, the Rottweiler and your Bulldog, you have a big problem. The Rottweiler is your excited one. This is your aggressive one. The Rottweiler will be the instigator. This guy will be, you know, the Terminator.
Here's the thing, we're not on the same page.
That's.
And I don't feel supported with this because I feel like I'm the only one that's trying to correct their behavior. His solution is if we get rid of the dog, then we don't ever have to worry about the baby getting bitten. That's a guarantee.
My discomfort with this whole scenario is, how am I gonna feel warm and fuzzy about this dog being around my son? I'm talking about a dog I've seen do things.
What is your opinion the first time your son got bitten?
I don't feel like it's acceptable for my son to be bit, but this is my family as well. It's a dog, but it's my family. And to me, there is no other option than to find a way to help him, fix him, whatever, because he's not disposable to me. People think I'm crazy and question my parenting and, you know, that I care for my child because I love the dog, and it's just not acceptable for me to just say, you know, he's a bad dog. He has to go.
When you're addressing a dog that hurt your family, you're thinking what Jim is thinking, you know, so they're in disagreement. They don't know how to solve the problem. It's not harmony in the family, it's not harmony in the dog. We have a problem. How do we address it? So I would like to work with the Rottweiler and the horse so you can have an idea what to do with excitement.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Bastion the Rottweiler is actually very excited and is very playful. So I want to teach them how to control that excitement. That way he doesn't trigger Gunny. I'm gonna ask Joy to bring one of the horses so she can trigger the excitement in Bastion, and I show her how to correct that. This dog is over 100 pounds, so he can cause a serious problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie it into the post, so that way we keep it safe. Come on. That's excitement. There you go. Hey. Hey, let's do one more time. Look. So now, one of the things that you have to see is he moved away. There you go. He's moving away. He's giving space. Wow. He's moving out of the way. So now you see, if the horse passes, I move away. If she passes with the horse, I move away.
After a few successful corrections, Cesar removes the strong Rottweiler from the secure fence and brings him towards the horse, using just a leash.
Hey.
Wow, I've never seen him do that.
That was pretty awesome.
With Bastion, it's like any other dog. It's about repetitions. When he gets excited, I snap him out of him and ask him to go into a calm state. Eventually, he will look, and the stepping of the horses and all of that means calm. So now everything he's hearing is in a calmer state.
Just seeing Bastion lay quietly and relax, it was like something that I couldn't have asked for anything more than just that. But the most exciting thing was seeing that my husband, for the first time, seemed to really take a supportive and interactive role in working with the dogs.
We addressed the excitement, then we brought calmness. That's it. See, I keep it simple. You went into the whole thing. What about, you know, I gotta go get this, like an octopus. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're stressed out, what are you gonna teach? Stressed out.
Right.
Breathe. Don't go in automatic.
Okay.
Communicate.
Yeah.
You know, this is, you guys talk, not communicate. You know what I mean? Here.
Thank you.
This one, you gotta help him yourself. You know,
Okay.
This is a piece of cake. For the other guy, I have to take him. I really wanna get to know him more and give you a better assessment with it and help him.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
It was really a relief when Cesar took Gunny. Obviously, for a long time, we've needed help that we couldn't provide for Gunny. And Cesar left us with a lot of tools that we really need to focus on for Bastion. So I'm excited.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know. You're a great mother. Jim and Joy can totally practice this with Bastion, but Gunny actually needs a little bit more work. All right, Gunny. All right. So I'm gonna bring Gunny to the dog psychology center.
Cesar needs to begin the rehabilitation by gaining Gunny's trust. So he introduces him to a swimming pool.
This is the most important part right here, going down the ramp. Look how careful he is. So the braveness of the Bulldog went away. This is my part where I build trust. That's the trust me, follow me. There we go. The owners told me that Gunny was afraid of the pool. So it almost feels like he was walking by a cliff. If I can get Gunny to go all the way inside the pool, two things are gonna happen. He's gonna learn to trust me. He's gonna learn to relax and cool down at the same time. There you go. See, every time he makes his paw that way, I win. Every time his paws go back, he wins. If I win, he gets rehabilitated. If he wins, nobody wins. There you go. Oh, no. I don't want him to touch the leash until I tell him to touch the leash. Now we have a fight. See how he's fighting, he's winning. Very good. Good boy. That's a good boy. No. No. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. That's a good boy. That's a pretty face. That's a good face. That's good Gunny right there. It took a few tries, but ultimately he went in. And the toy took his mind out of biting the leash. Once Gunny was in the water, he actually liked the water, and that's a big step. That's good. I got my imprint. Now I built some trust so we can keep moving forward with his rehabilitation. Gunny attacks horses, so I'm gonna put a muzzle on him just to prevent him touching the horse. Dogs often behave completely different as soon as you put a muzzle on, and I'm hoping that the muzzle completely changes his point of view about a horse. See, he still wants to take it out so he can go get the horse. See? His intention is, shh, hey. Yeah, they're bad. There you go. Here, the muzzle won't work. So we gotta move to the e-collar. Shh. Unfortunately, the muzzle didn't change anything from Gunny. He still wanted to bring the horse down. This is a big, determined dog, and my next step is to use an e-collar. The whole point of the e-collar is to, from a remote area, give the horse some type of shield where Gunny believes that now he can't touch the horse.
An e-collar is a tool that's used by dog trainers to achieve a specific change in behavior from a dog. They can be controversial. Always consult a professional before using.
Once you see the intention of Gunny is to attack the horse, then you press the button, which it sends a vibration to the neck. So he doesn't know where this vibration came from. He just knew he felt something at the moment he had this desire. That's how you want to do it. You want to see attacking horse as a desire. Something happens to you, you don't know what it is. That's the element of surprise. This is it. This is make it or break it. Right there. That's excitement. That's what we want. There you go, right there. Good, good boy, that's a good boy. So what am I saying, good boy? He lowered the head when the horse passed. That is awesome. With Gunny, we did everything at the right time, at the right moment. It worked in our favor. This immediately changed his frame of mind, and now we are teaching him not to go after a horse, no matter what the horse is doing, which is the whole point. That's good, good boy, that's a good boy. Yay! That is awesome, that's awesome.
Now that Cesar has achieved a successful correction with Gunny around the horse, he wants to try around other dogs.
Gunny and Bastion had gone into bloody fights in the past, so confronting Gunny with a pack of dogs can get ugly really fast. But it's the only way to change his behavior. I have to correct him at the perfect moment, otherwise he's not gonna learn. If we do it right, everything goes well. If we make a mistake, hell breaks loose. This is all good. That's good. Look, look. Correction, why? Because he actually became excited by the bark of that Springer Spaniel. He's not allowed. Hey! 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 Watch out, watch out. Let's get the dogs out first. Let's get the dogs out first. Hey! I got it. Oh, I got it. Bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back. What happened was there was some excitement in the kennel. That triggered Gunny to attack my dog, Buddha. So Buddha fought back to protect himself. This is exactly the same situation that happens to Joy and Jim. When Bastion gets excited about the horses, Gunny attacks Bastion. So I didn't use the e-collar when they were already in meat fight, because the e-collar only works before they get into a fight. As most fight, they always looks worse than what they are. But it gave me an opportunity to follow through with Gunny and let him know that that is not the right way to solve a problem. There you go, that's surrender. So now I'm making sure the Buddha, it doesn't hold grudges. There you go, good boy. So they both get equal, same level of correction. When a dog surrenders to things and completely let go, what they do is they go on the side or they show their belly. What they're saying is, I completely let go, I don't want to fight. That's what closes the deal. That's what teaches the dog not to fight.
Cesar is pleased with the correction that he made with Gunny after the fight. So he invites Jim, Joy, and Bastion to the DPC to continue the rehabilitation.
Right now, let's get to work with the horse. I want to show you his improvement with him. The first thing I need to work with Jim and Joy is Bastion's excitement when Jim and Joy bring out a horse. When I was in the ranch, Bastion's excitement towards the horse triggered Gunny to attack him. Now what I want to see is the couple's progress with Bastion's at home. And we can also see how Gunny has taken to the corrections here at the DPC.
Now this is when he'll usually get excited.
So should I be correcting him with the horse?
There you go, look
Hold
at
on,
that.
Look at Gunny.
Yeah. There you go, see? There you go.
Joy was finally able to take a horse out of the stall and keep her dogs calm.
It was awesome. For the first time in a long time, I could concentrate on the horse. Bastion was awesome, and I've never seen Gunny like that around a horse. He just let us walk right by.
I was impressed with Joy. She clearly made progress with Bastion at home. She even corrected Gunny, and Gunny sit down calmly right next to them. But getting the horse out of the barn is just the first step. Joy is a horse trainer, so her job is to make sure the Bastion stays calm so he doesn't trigger Gunny's excitement. If she can't manage this, she's not gonna be able to manage the business because there's gonna be no business.
See, he's getting excited.
That's excitement.
Bastion, knock it off, Bastion.
Use your energy. Very good, good job.
Yeah. See, he's doing it again.
Very good, good job. Very good.
Look, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. When Joy brought a horse to be trained, Bastion would get excited. She would yell, but she would never correct anything.
Bastion, get!
And then Gunny would get excited. Joyce realized how important it was for her to stay calm and then provide calmness to Bastion. And from that point on, she provided calmness to Gunny. So the handler provide calmness to the three of them, the horse, Bastion, and Gunny. And that solved the problem.
And once I just corrected him and focused back on the horse, it was easier to stay calm.
Right? No moment of excitement. We only created a moment of calm. Calm, submissive.
It was just so amazing to be able to connect with Bastion and Gunny and hang as opposed to just having him, interfere with my work.
This is a big accomplishment. There's things that happened already that I wouldn't imagine Gunny doing.
It's nice to see him come to the bright side.
Now turn around and just gently just remind him to stay there.
Sit.
There you go.
Good boy.
That's it. I'm very proud of Joy. The good thing, the great thing is making the human understand the importance of calmness. It's really the icing on the cake. But the biggest problem is he has bitten Dorian, their little kid. So my job is going to help them and show them how can they have child and dog together.
Cesar brings Gunny back to the couple's horse training facility to work with them and their 3-year-old son.
My dog's looking good.
Stay.
Okay.
I was just blown away at the second that Gunny stepped out of Cesar's car. Just the whole different body language and vibe from him.
Very mellow, very calm.
Pretty submissive.
He holds his body completely differently. It's not like a challenging vibe.
How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, this is good. This is really good reunion.
Yeah, I'm loving, he just yeah, whatever.
That's right. That's what we want. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we want. Can I sit down? Today, for me, this is one of the most important days because we are bringing Dorian, their little kid, and Gunny together. And I hope the Joyce and Jim relationship is strong enough so we can actually execute the plan I have in mind. You want to shoot the dog and you want a divorce. How you guys feel now?
Like a team?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We've been doing really good since we met you.
Yeah.
Since you came, we've been working as a team a lot more. I think the biggest thing in the beginning was that having Cesar being a third party was huge because I was struggling with trying to fix the dogs and he was struggling with not getting the results.
We were both right in our train of thought, but he just kind of melded it together, which was really cool. I don't think we've argued over the dogs or anything in a long time. It's just been, let's put the work in. On the sly, you've kind of done some counseling.
It was great to see that Jim and Joyce are finally working as a team. So now is the time that I feel comfortable to put the whole entire family together, Gunny and Dorian. Gunny has bitten Dorian 3 times, so everything we have done has led to this moment. If Jim and Joyce are not capable to come together and succeed, the couple have to make some really dramatic choices. Is it the dog? Is it them? So I brought a dog card because I want Gunny to take your son for a ride. And the dog is gonna say, I'm using my body and my mind to serve you. I want Gunny to pull Dorian on a cart. That gives Gunny a job and makes Dorian his leader. I want Dorian to reward Gunny for his effort with water to tap into loyalty. Gunny will be dependent of Dorian. Water is how you live. That's a good boy. Not only he gives him a purpose, he makes him survive. And so he realizes how much he needs this child. So now you're making a kid understand how to fulfill the needs of a dog, where a dog needs your son. You know what I mean? Like, it's a need to have your son around.
Come here, buddy. You want to show Gunny that you can drive him? You want to get in the cart?
Now you're gonna have a good friend with Mr. Dorian. Come on, come on, let's take Dorian for a ride. Come on, good boy, good boy. Come on. Good boy, come on.
He's
Good
all right.
boy,
There you
good
go.
boy.
Good job.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Come on, Gunny. Good boy, good boy. Let's go, buddy. Jim.
Yeah. Come on, Gunny.
Good boy. That's a good boy.
Say yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Come on, Gunny. Let's
Good
get some
job,
more.
Gunny.
Yay, Gunny.
This is the break.
Good job, buddy.
Great.
Good job,
Awesome.
buddy. Good job.
Yeah. He removed the
Thanks, buddy.
It was really exciting to see Dorian being excited about the car and being able to participate in something with Gunny in a positive manner and not to have to be afraid and us not to have to worry about anything other than like enjoying the moment.
It's like we get to create good memories with Gunny instead of his old bad memories with Gunny. The cart will create a bond between Dorian and Gunny, a leadership position for Dorian. It's accomplishing so many things and it's fun.
This is exactly what I wanted. Gunny pulled Dorian, and everybody's calm and happy. Now I want Dorian to reward Gunny by giving him water. This will make a small child a leader of a big dog. All right, so here, you want to do that?
You want to pour it for Gunny?
Yeah.
Can you give him
can
some
drink
more?
it? Pour it.
Oh, and that'll work too.
Good job, buddy.
Go ahead, do it.
You want to do
Can
it?
you put it in his mouth?
Put it in close to his mouth. There you go.
No, in by Gunny.
There.
There you go. See,
That's
then he drinks it.
Yeah.
And that's how he can get closer
Well,
and
and that
closer
way
and
he
closer.
associates it coming
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
Good job, Gunny.
Thanks for taking me for a ride.
How's it going?
He is going. He is doing that, huh?
The most beautiful part is Dorian showed us, even though this dog bit me 3 times in the past, I'm not holding the past, and I'm giving this dog a chance without thinking twice. But the true challenge is when I'm not here supervising and making sure everybody gets along. So I'm gonna give him some guidelines, some homework, so they can stay in track. For me, like the 3 things will be ideal. Obviously, the car, you know, how you guys do this. This is awesome. He learns that this is what they do around, you know. The other one is when you're working with horses, you know, put them in certain areas and just walk them around, both of them together.
Go.
You know, just one round around the circle. And then I recommend you go on a date.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, simple things.
I was really confident going into this that Cesar would help us find a successful solution and that we would come out with things being good. But now that we have homework, I do have a little bit of anxiety. This is huge, and I feel like we've been given this huge gift, and now it's our responsibility to pick up the reins, no pun intended, and take it from here correctly and be consistent and follow through, and it's huge.
Not only will it benefit us, but we can't let Cesar down. We can't let him do all that work for nothing and then just not follow through. It's not fair to him or us or Dorian or Gunny. We said thank you isn't enough, and this is one of the ways we can say thank you is by doing our part.
Jim and Joy agreed to document their progress back at the ranch. Will they follow through with Cesar's training and keep Dorian safe? Or will Bastion and Gunny revert, costing them their business and possibly their marriage? A few weeks have passed, and Cesar invites the McKendricks to meet him at the Dog Psychology Center to review their homework.
How you been?
Good. Really good.
Dog is with the baby inside?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting seeing my boy with your little boy.
Yeah.
Bastion, come on.
That's a little boy.
Yeah. I was originally contacted by Jim because he was afraid that his dog Gunny was going to attack his son Dorian once again. He even threatened to shoot Gunny. And his wife, Joyce, got so upset that she even threatened to divorce him. We made a lot of progress, but now we need to see how they did it without me. I really want this couple to succeed, not just with the dog and their son, but with each other.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all
Thank
of the
you, thank you,
tools.
thank you, thank you. Well, you're still married. That's the good news.
We are still
Yeah.
married.
You look happy.
Dogs are intact.
Dogs are intact. Baby's
There's no
still with-
bullets in
no
this
bullets
one?
in this one. All right, so I can't wait to see Gunny working with horses. Oh, wow. So what would you call this? What is the dog doing? Fight, flight, avoidance, or
He's
surrender?
avoiding.
That's right.
He's avoiding, and I like that because normally this is where Bastion goes crazy. That horse is kicking dirt. Like that would send Bastion into overdrive. Well, then we put him in.
Right away, I got that sense of things are gonna get bad.
Ooh. But the cool thing is, in the past, we would just yell.
Mm-hmm.
But now we've learned how to follow through.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming to the conclusion that it's okay if the dogs fail. It's how we manage it and
That's
how
right.
you fix it. So see, now I'm back out, and the thing that's funny to me is Bastion wants out. He just
Right.
wants to get out. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
chase. He crawled out under the gate. That's how bad he wanted to get out. He crawled under the gate.
And
Now he's like, I'm out of here.
That's a good reward right there.
I wanted to let him know that he was okay for leaving.
Mhm.
He, as long as he's not chasing,
That's right.
that's okay.
Ooh, you got it.
Right?
You got it. That's awesome. Gunny dog cart. Yay! Oh, wow.
He actually kind of enjoys this now.
Yeah?
Made a seatbelt for Dorian, and then we put reins on it so he would hold them, and he would
Like he's
actually have
driving a
like a
horse.
balance, you know? And he would feel like he's driving.
Oh, my God. You're coolest dad ever.
How cool is that?
How cool is the coolest kid ever? Very good. Good job. Wow, he's very, very focused, huh?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Love the body language. That's fantastic. Oh, my God. That is
See?
awesome.
so what you saw here and on the video, that's why he's sitting in the car with Dorian, because we're seeing those answers. We're seeing it, just like you saw it. This isn't the same dog.
Just incredible. So how's your relationship?
I feel the communication, it's almost like we exercise calm with each other too. Still haven't been on a date yet, but we're spending time together.
And the relationship is definitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right after the work day, when you walk in, no talk, no touch, no eye contact, works all the way around. Just for that first couple seconds.
That's right. That's right. Well, welcome to calmness.
Thank you.
It's nice to
And love and peace and harmony, being in sync.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
One of the biggest things I learned was that there was so much that I was doing with these dogs that I school people on horses not to do every single day, and I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see the forest for the trees because it was me.
Sometimes we forget about ourselves, and that's why I'm still suggesting a date. Because, you have a date with the horse, you have a date with your son, you have a date with the dogs, you have a date with the people in the barn, but you don't have a date. So you forget to feed that.
Yeah. I think the thing that changed the most was us. Our focus was, we need to fix these dogs, there's something wrong with them. But the dogs were just the extension of what was already wrong. It was us that did this. I think that was the biggest thing, because once we learned to check ourselves, not only do we work more as a team, but I just want to even go to one bigger and say that this has not just affected us as in Gunny and Dorian, it's affected our whole family. It's affected us as a whole.
Yeah, Cesar's a marriage counselor. He just uses the dogs as a tool.
He's a family counselor.
Yeah, family counselor.
How was it?
Did you do good?
Yeah,
Did Bastion go?
yeah.
Did you walk, Bastion?
No, he get in front of me, and then I got.
Did you?
Yeah,
Is that what you do when Bastion gets in front of you?
yeah.
What do you do when Bastion gets in front of you? That's right.
What do you do when Gunny gets in front of you?
So you do the thing too?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes.
Well, you need it. You know what? That is the best payoff I ever got. I was waiting for that. Well, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Wish you the best. But man, that's beautiful. Sometimes relationships where they don't have the same agreement, the same reality, they won't have communication. Communication is the mother of relationship. And because sometimes we don't know how to communicate, even though we speak the same language, we're not conveying to each other with a kind energy. So we can come out with a plan that we can agree and follow through. So marriages will fall apart. Dogs will be put down. Kids will be hurt. But what I told them was, take care of the relationship needs, understand what you're working with, and how to come out with a better plan. And they did. They came out with commanding calmness and manifesting positivity. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and join me on my mission of better humans, better planet.